All right, what's going on, YouTube? This is BoxingWave. I just got back to the hotel. I went to the weigh-in, all right, and I went and got food or whatever. But I'm back here. I'm sure everybody's seen the weigh-in by now. I recorded a good amount of it, but I'm sure it's already on YouTube. And since I'm in a hotel and I'm using the hotel's Wi-Fi, it takes a very, very, very long time for the video to upload. So I'm not gonna even try to rush and upload it, because I already know it's gonna take a long time, and you guys probably already seen it by now. Okay. Now I went to the weigh-in, and this is the best weigh-in I've ever been to. Like seriously, this weigh-in was almost the energy in the crowd was almost like actually going to the fight. Like this made me want to go to the fight so much more now because of this weigh-in. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so excited for the fight. I am every day that it gets closer to the fight, I'm more excited for the fight. All right, both of these guys are in a tip-top shape. Pacquiao is 2 pounds, a whole 2 pounds below the weight. Okay, Floyd's at 146. Floyd, I've never seen. I don't want to say I've never seen because we always say this before the fights, but Floyd looked spectacular. Okay, Manny always looks good, but the fact that he's 2 pounds less really shows. Like, listen, I'm gonna come. He's. I don't know what their game plan is. I think their game plan is to be faster, be lighter. Floyd Mayweather is ripped. Okay. Um, Now, as far as the weigh-in, we get there, and let me talk about the crowd. Okay, the crowd is, I don't want to. I'm really not like I was thinking about doing this video, and I'm really not trying to speak on race. I don't want to really speak on race too much in these videos, because I just don't want it. I don't like talking about race, but the majority of the crowd, there's a lot of Asians there, okay, to see Manny Pacquiao, obviously, okay, and there's a lot of black folks there. You can tell they came to support Floyd because of the TBE hat. To me, you can just tell. Now, leading up to this fight, I've talked to people, and I'm only speaking on my own personal experiences, okay? It seems like everyone that's not black want to go against Floyd. And then the people that are black, not all of them, but a lot of them are rooting for Floyd Mayweather. Okay. Now, when I speak to people, right, and it's not just people I know, but just random, I'm talking barbershop talk. Okay. A lot of people are rooting for Pacquiao because they just like Pacquiao. It's hard to not like Pacquiao. The guy is a nice guy, very spiritual person. Okay. Whereas in Floyd, we already knows Floyd's history and his personality, and all the domestic stuff has come up. I I was even like I was at the airport waiting to get here because I took a connected flight. I stopped in Phoenix, and I was speaking to a young lady at the bar. I mean, it was just I was in between flights waiting for my next flight, and I had a couple hours to spare because we got there a whole hour early. So I'm there. I'm speaking to this lady, and we talking about the fight. She's not a boxing fan, but she's gonna go to watch the fight. And she's telling me she's like, Caucasian woman by the way. I'm speaking to her. She's like, yeah, I'm going for Pacquiao. I hope Pacquiao wins. I doubt he wins, but ever since the domestic stuff with Floyd, I kind of want him to lose. You know, and that's the same thing I hear from most people, at least in my experiences. Um, a lot of people want Floyd to lose, but I could not believe the amount of boos I heard. And we're in Vegas, um, we're in Vegas, and I cannot believe the amount of people that booed Floyd Mayweather. It seemed like all of these TBE or TMT people that I've been seeing wearing the hats, and they were very, very quiet during the weigh-in. And before they showed, I don't know if the videos that's out actually show this. But when they first announced Floyd, I mean, after he walked to the ring and then before he actually stepped on the scale, him and Pacquiao, on the screen, they showed Floyd's face when they first started to boo. They didn't really boo too hard when they were walking away because the walk to the ring was very, very long. So, a lot of people booed them, but it wasn't continuous. But when he got to the stage and they first announced him, not Michael Buffer, I forgot that announcer, but they showed him on the screen, and you could tell he was very bothered by the boos this time. I mean, he's been booed before, but you can tell it bothered him. You could just tell by his, Manny, leading up to this fight, he's been smiling. He's been looking like a happy dude leading up. And you know what? He looked this exact same during the weigh-in. But Floyd seemed to be really, really bothered by the boos. I mean, and I don't know if this is a good thing. I've said in a video recently about, or did I make that video? I might have made the video and never uploaded it. But, I did upload it. All right. I did upload a video discussing a little bit about Floyd and Mayweather's and Floyd and Manny Pacquiao and mentally how they're going into the fight. And really, I didn't think nothing of it because, usually they try to build this hype where Floyd is not into it no more. He's going through domestic stuff or he's going through something. Floyd always seems to be going through something before the fight. A lot of people don't think he's focused. A lot of people think he's nervous before these fights, And then Manny Pacquiao recently has been, every time they see him in the interview, looks like he's having fun, And it appears that way. It never really, I never really thought nothing of it. I thought Floyd, usually, he has this way around him, his personality where, I don't know, sometimes he seems like he's not focused, but then you see him in the ring and then he does his thing. But this time around, going into a fight, it really seemed to bother him that many people were booing him. Like, they were booing him bad, Oh, man, it was, real bad. Like, whoever was there that supported Floyd, you did not hear them. I don't know if they were quiet because the Pacquiao fans overpowered them, but they booed Floyd really, really bad, man. It was crazy, And like I was telling you earlier, you talk to people, I was talking to people in the crowd. They're going for Pacquiao. They don't think he can really win, but they're going there rooting. Like, Floyd didn't even really depict himself as the bad guy this time around. But it's like straight automatic. Like, there's no escaping it. Like, people hate you to a point where you don't even have to create the image of a bad guy anymore. Like you did against De La Hoya and Ricky Hatton when you was pretty much just talking crazy to these guys. Like, it's got to a point where it's straight automatic. So anyway, listen, the weigh-in was great. I had a good time. Okay, if you went there early, Dougie Fresh was DJing the whole time. Okay, doors opened at 12. I got there at 1. A little after 1 now. I got there like around 1:30. But even as soon as I walked in the building, you heard Dougie Fresh. He was DJing the whole time. He was hyping the crowd up. He was making people laugh. He was interviewing people. It was a great time. They had one segment where, I don't know if they showed this online, but they had all the boxers that came out. That was in, not all of them, but a lot of the champions, they came out and they were all lined up on the stage and they were calling each one of them out, giving a record, Obviously, Dougie Fresh was reading off a piece of paper. He wouldn't know all of these guys' record or whatever, but, Wilder was there, Garcia, Devin Alexander, Terrence Crawford. It was about good 30 fighters just in a straight line, on stage. Okay. It was just the energy. Everybody was hyped. Everybody was eating drinks. It felt like a concert. This is the best weigh-in I've ever went to or ever seen. Okay. Definitely makes you want to go to the fight more. I'm so glad it's finally here. I'm glad it's here, man. I can't wait to see it. But I don't know as far as Floyd. I don't know if the booing is gonna make it even more motivated for him to beat Pacquiao or less. You know, it's all about. It might none of this might be looking at the mental and the state of mind of these two fighters. It might not have no effect on their fighting at all. It might not. But is Pacquiao too into the hype, or is Floyd too emotional? Going into this fight, you gotta question, you gotta ask. No one knows. I'm still going with my pick. I think Floyd is gonna win the fight, but as far as what I've seen, Pacquiao looks a little too happy. Floyd looks a little too serious. Who is emotionally or mentally prepared for this fight? And you don't know. We won't know until tomorrow night. All right, so that's my video. It's gonna take when I finally upload this. I'm gonna upload it now. When you guys finally get it, just know that it took a while for it to pull up. So it might take like 2 hours for it to upload on YouTube because I'm dealing with hotel Wi-Fi. But I'm gonna go to Caesar Palace in a little while because they're having like a Hall of Fame event there. Okay, and I think there's a lot of people gonna show up. So I'm gonna go to that, and then I'm gonna go out and party. All right, I'm gonna try to upload the fight cards, the weigh-in stuff. I probably won't even be able to get to upload that until I get home, or maybe if I get some time later, I'll upload it. But it's gonna be so late, you guys gotta probably not even click on it. But anyway, yo, I'm out, man. I'm done talking about the weigh-in. The weigh-in was amazing. It was fantastic. Okay, Dougie Fresh did his thing. If you don't know who he is, hip hop legend. You know, it was dope. It was great. It was amazing, man. I had a great time. It was like a party in there. Yo, Vegas is crazy. Vegas, you got all the. I ain't gonna even talk about that.